guys, haven't done a lot of riding this week due to two reasons. One, the weather has been absolutely horrendous, and two, I've been absolutely flat out with doing health checks on some customers' bikes. I don't know if many of you know this, but recently started my own business doing bike repairs, bike sales, and biking holidays. Since losing my job, I figured you're doing it to enjoy yourself, why not make a living, or try to make a living doing it as well. So set up a web page for the holidays, which eventually is going to go into the repair and sales, and I'm currently going through the government system of getting a grant together to actually go legitimate and open a shop, and hopefully everything's going to go to plan. I've also been on a couple of courses over the last couple of weeks, so I've done my my bike repair and maintenance courses, and I'm booked in at the end of the month to go and do an adventure training course, which will then allow me to take potential riders out on the trails for weekends, camping, full on trail guidance and everything. I'll be fully qualified to do that, which, like I say, I'm going to be doing at the end of the month, and it's a full on three and a half week course, which I've all funded out of my own pocket. So it's got to work, and I'm going to make it work. And like I say, this week I've been absolutely flat out with customers' bikes. This is actually the last one that I've got to do. He's just dropped it off, and it needs its gears indexing, and he wants me to have a look at its brakes as well. So I'm going to get on with that. I've already checked his chain, and it's almost 75% worn, so I'm gonna have to recommend that he gets a new chain and possibly new chain ring as well. So I'm gonna go on to indexing his gears now and try and get them all working, but I don't know how successful I'm going to be, because obviously your chain and your chain ring and everything, that has a lot to do with your gears and how they work properly. So I'm going to go on and do that now, and then I'm going to give the bike a full health check, make sure all the bolts are torqued to the correct settings, and then we should be good to go. Everything else on the bike seems to be okay, but yeah, the only thing I found was the chain to be worn and the front chain ring. Rear cassette, yeah, it looks a little bit worn, but I reckon he'd probably get the winter out of it, and then I'd be telling him to replace it once he's got the winter out of it. Yeah, it seems pretty good. Right, I'll get back to it. So that's another one done. Ready to go, just waiting for him to pick it up. Went quite well. Few things that it needed. Chain was more than 75% worn. Gears needed indexing. Done a full bolt check, torqued them to the correct settings. That's all been done. Degreased his brake discs because they were quite pitted. So I've cleaned them up, took the pads out, give them a rub down, front and back, and had to realign them because they were slightly off. The one pad was wearing quicker than the other because the piston was slightly pushing out more on the one side than the other, so I pushed that back, put the pads back in, centralized them on the actual rotor, and now they're working absolutely brilliant. Yeah, so new chain fitted, re-lubed everything up. Yeah, it's looking good, ready to be picked up. There she is, Voodoo Bazango. Sweet looking bike, I love the colour. Yeah, really good. So yeah, if you've got any servicing or repairs to do to your bikes and you're in the Telford or Wellington area, Shrewsbury, look me up on Facebook. I do have a website as well, so yeah, check me out, and hopefully I can give you a good service for not a lot of money like the shops are charging you. Yeah, so I'll catch you later.